What a game we have coming up here. A top 10 team perhaps walking right into a trap. As any fan of college football knows, when you go on the road, you never know what you might run into. Welcome to Ypsilanti, Michigan, home to the Eastern Michigan Eagles. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the Purdue Boilermakers. Taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Eastern Michigan Eagles. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Boilermakers about to kick it away and get this season started. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Out of the gun to give to the back. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26. Guys, let's chat a little bit about Eastern Michigan. You start the season top 25. Clearly expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week and every opponent one at a time. The number beside your name doesn't matter right now. The number matters late in the season. So you want to start the season fast. You want to be gelling on offense and on defense. I think that's the challenge early.
Absolutely. Figuring out who you are. Obviously some talented pieces, well thought of in the top 25, but a lot of season to go out and prove it. Day one, game one. Make that first impression.
Just a short pass to the tight end. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down.
Well, the tight end shows off his speed. See his ability there to separate from the defender trying to cover him on that drag route.
And the Eagles come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking for a crease. It's Hendricks. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. They'll move the wide receiver. Looking to throw, it's Jean-Pierre. It's complete on the right side. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. This is a kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player, you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
Plenty of options here, run or pass on 3rd down right around midfield. What a game we have coming up here. A top 10 team perhaps walking right into a trap. As any fan of college football knows, when you go on the road, you never know what you might run into. Welcome to Ypsilanti, Michigan, home to the Eastern Michigan Eagles. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the Purdue Boilermakers, taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the Eastern Michigan Eagles. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Eagles ready to put toe to leather and get this season started. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. Running to the left. He picks up maybe a couple before he stopped right at the 30-yard line. Let's talk for just a second about Purdue. They lose in the semis last year. Any potential for a hangover this season?
I don't think so, and I think they obviously didn't finish last season the way they wanted to, but having the success they had, David, that opened the eyes to a lot of portal players around the country. They wanted to come here knowing they could build on that and take the next step.
And sometimes it takes those steps, Jesse. Like, you've got to crawl before you walk. And this team, they tasted it. They know what it feels like. They know what it's like to be in the playoffs, and they want more. And they get to take some anger out and some hard feelings out today to start this season.
The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Right back to the well. Good pick up there as he gets the 1st down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
Man, you gotta love the offense coming out with a plan. They're gonna feed their running back. Great job featuring him. Great job setting the physical tone. And they punched this defense right in the mouth and already got him back on their heel.
There he goes. Good, solid pick up there. Now they can start to smell it with a 1st down at the 31.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his tool.
The sure hands, it's Hill. And he's tackled, but there's also a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Well, that's going to make it a little tougher. It's 1st and 20. Use the play fake. Now to throw. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
What a great play by the defensive tackle. Look, sacks aren't just for very athletic, long defensive ends. These D tackles, man, they use their strength. They push linemen back in the pocket, collapse it, and come away with the sack.
The Boilermakers now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Pulls it in. It's Green. He's down to the 37-yard line, and that's where he goes out of bounds. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time in late in the season.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed? After he made his break, he was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
The Boilermakers will have it 1st and 10. Leaves it with the running back. Noses his way forward, maybe gets one. They'll mark it at the 18.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Running behind that left side. And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage. Let's take a minute and look big picture at Purdue. We mentioned the number of players they lost, but you can only focus on the guys who are wearing your uniform. Can't worry about those who left, have to worry about those you have. But any concerns that you guys have about making moves like this?
I think excitement more than concerns, honestly. They got some key guys that had success in other programs, and I think the fans today, David, are interested to see how these guys play today.
Well, and how they come together, because you've seen these players in other spots, but now a new system, new coaches. How do you gel? How do you start your career off?
Dead center perfect. And the first points of the day come on that field goal. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. From inside the 10, here he comes. He'll be chased out of bounds inside his own 20 at the 18-yard line, and a great job of coverage there. To throw on 1st down off the play fake. Unloads to the right. Got his man downfield. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a 1st down at the 38.
And that's why quarterbacks take their offensive lines out for all-you-can-eat wings. Clean pocket, able to step up, scan the entire field, and pick the open receiver.
Quickly out to the tight end. Turning it on. Good pick up there as he gets the 1st down, and they'll mark him at the 48. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
Well, they execute the in route. Now, how about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
Right on the money. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Tight end finds a soft spot. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
And the Eagles with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking for space. It's Hendricks. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. The Eagles line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Let's go. To the air. It's Jean-Pierre. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
They've done a nice job marching the football down the field to get into this position in the red zone. You throw an incomplete on 3rd down, so the question now, are you going for a touchdown, try to pay this drive off, or are you just going to take the points?
Eastern Michigan looking for that 4th down conversion. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Intercepted. They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive. He's brought down. A short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick.
Nice play by the DB. Most people say offenses have the advantage, right? They know where they're going. They have the footing underneath them. Defensive guys, you still got to guess. You might be a little bit more cautious. No, sir, this defensive back does a great job breaking on the football, going up and making the INT.
There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. That's the end of the period, and Purdue has the lead. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. Tried to pound it on 1st down, now back to the line. To the air on 2nd down. Caught near the sideline, it's Hill.
And a nice catch, way to get your feet down, and your reward is 0 yards.
Now facing a 3rd and long. To throw, it's Bohannon. Finds his big tight end. Really nice job to get it past the sticks, pick up the 1st down at the 30.
Just beautiful, and that's a great feeling as a quarterback when you make that throw. It keeps your offense on the field, keeps the offense in rhythm. Obviously not as good as throwing a touchdown pass, but I'll tell you this, way better than having to trot off over to the bench and wait for your turn to get another shot.
The short hands, it's Green. Well, he made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but, man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where he can make that guy miss and pick up a bunch of yards and maybe get a big play out of it.
And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders.
And that's why he is an all-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. 3rd and short from the 45. From the gun, wants to pass. Grab near the marker, it's Smith. Such a big part to convert these 3rd downs, and they've got it at the 42.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the 1st.
And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Picks up the 1st down, still moving. Dragged down at the 43, but it's a pickup of 10 on that one.
Well, it's a really nice job of the offense mixing it up on this drive. We've seen some nice plays throwing it, and how about that one running it too? Great push up front.
And the Boilermakers pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Off the play fake on 1st down, the throw. It's complete to the right.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
The Boilermakers can really attack on this 2nd and short. On the ground, it's Hill. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
That's a really good stop by the defense, Jesse. They need a few more. You've given up a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's that bend, don't break mentality you're seeing right now, and this is the point where this defense has just got to lock in.
Finds the tight end. Just what they'd hoped for on 3rd down as they've got a first at the 32. David, that is a great security blanket for a quarterback to have a tight end to make those conversions.
Dang right. Find the big fella on 3rd and short. Dependable, clutch, nice hands, first down.
The Boilermakers have it with a 1st and 10. Looking for a man. It's Bohannon. Unloads it left. It's complete. And he's brought down after a nice game.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. And I think on that last completion, it was a good example of it.
And he runs into a wall. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for loss.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Grabbed in the backfield. It's screen. Now the connection takes it to the 11. We reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Out of the shotgun on 3rd down. He's got it on the run. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. How valuable is a tight end in the red area? Now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
I love it. Find the big fella down in the red area. Big target, works the middle of the field, easier throws. Nice job by this offense, keeping it very simple.
After another clutch 3rd down conversion, it's 1st and goal. Pushes toward the goal line. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
They lost ground on 1st down. Now 2nd and goal from the 5. Looking to throw, it's Bohannon. He wants it all. And he's going to take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Purdue! I tell you, when this drive started, the defense thought they had them in a hole. Not anymore. What a performance.
And I really like the play calling by the offensive coordinator on that last drive. That was a nice mixture of running and throwing and getting different players involved. Really nice job, very poised in that play calling, and it showed up with the touchdown.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Off-play action on 1st down. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Touchdown, Boilermakers! And they turn it into a defensive score. Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. From the gun, the ground game. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Eastern Michigan going fast. Back to throw, it's Jean-Pierre. Punts it out of the air. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
And the Eagles come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. Eastern Michigan will be forced to punt. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. Touchdown, Purdue! Special teams coming through, the 3rd aspect of the game, delivering big time.
And this is blowout city. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen explosive plays. They score again here right before halftime. I don't know, guys. I mean, can we do running clock in the second half?
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Colorado State rose to the occasion when it needed to, and they'll be celebrating a solid victory there in Canvas Stadium. Week by week, you can feel the momentum building within that program. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still 2 quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. He spins that thing down the middle. Makes the catch down the right side. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
And your number 1 goal when you blitz is to get to the quarterback, make him feel uncomfortable, and they didn't do it. They didn't get home. The quarterback had a little bit too much time. You could tell, felt too comfortable. Didn't even get a hit on him.
Fires to the big fella. And they pick up just a few on that completion. The offense in hurry up mode. Back to pass, it's Jean-Pierre. Under fire. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
And with that incompletion, man, this crowd, I don't know that they are really happy about what's going on. I mean, already built a deficit, and they don't have a lot to cheer about. They got to get some kind of rhythm, something going on this offense to ignite this fan base.
Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Give to the running back. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. The offense burns its 3rd and final timeout of the half.
Timeout, Eastern Michigan.
Final seconds of the first half, and they'll try to put up 3. Thought he had it and couldn't get it through the uprights. He missed it. You're looking for anything, just something to go your way. Couldn't find it there. Still down by 24, guys. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. Here's the return from inside his 10. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Eastern Michigan has it back as the Eagle offense returns to the field. They start this third quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be really aggressive. Like this offense, when I'm playing from behind, every possession means so much more. And if you look the other side, the defense, they haven't given much resistance.
Yeah, nothing has gone their way in the first half offensively. And you know now, based on how this defense is playing with their confidence, that you are going to be challenged on every single snap. So buckle up, get your mind right, and get ready to come back in this game.
Firing to the right, complete. Breaks into the open. And he's knocked down, but there's also a flag that's been dropped. Let's check on the call. Just when they thought they had the big play, the penalty wipes it out. That's not the way you'd like to start this set of downs. It's now 1st and 20. To the air, it's Jean-Pierre. Here's a heat. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
All right, you've dug yourself a little bit of a hole offensively. You know you're going to have to throw it here in the second half. You're going to have to make sure, though, you do a better job up front with your pass pro. You got to keep your quarterback standing upright.
And the incompletion brings up a 2nd down for this offense. The give from the gun. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
And I know it's not a first down, but I still like the way they ran the football here. Just try to make the next 3rd down manageable. Try to get it where it's not as predictable. I think the offense did a really good job being smart there, taking what the defense gave them.
3rd down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. And he throws another interception, his 3rd one of the night. Did some work on the return, and they mark him out of bounds right at the 20.
Well, obviously it's raining here in this game, and ball's slippery. I don't know if that slipped out of the QB's hands a little bit, but it certainly wasn't an accurate throw, and as a result, it ends up in an interception.
He's got it on the right. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8.
Yeah, and it's so nice. Don't overthink it, right? Just hand it off, get the 1st down, new set of downs, let's go.
The Boilermakers have it with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Defense trying to come up with a stop on 2nd and goal. The run up the middle, looking for the score. And he was fortunate to get that one back to the line of scrimmage at the 5. No gain on the play.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open, just throw this thing away. You don't want to take a sack, lose extra yardage here. Just be smart with the football.
Can't make the grab, in this offense, which has been brilliant this season on 3rd down, doesn't convert this time. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And that lead grows even bigger.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
On the move from inside his 5. Eastern Michigan takes over as the offense heads to the field. That last drive ended with an interception, and this time it's paramount. Oh, he's got some space. And he'll finish the ride in the end zone. Touchdown, Eastern Michigan.
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous if he gets into the second level. Great vision, and then David shows you speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fellas.
And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. That one's going to get a little star marked beside it on the play sheet. One play, explosive, touchdown just like that. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. They still have a cushion, but you don't want to feed that hope with unproductive drives. Looking for a man. It's Bohannon. Floats it out in space. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
And the Boilermakers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Makes the grab. He makes the tackle at the 33 after a pickup of 5.
I'll tell you, QBs and receivers, they practice these out routes all week long, and you've got to anticipate. You've got to be comfortable throwing it before he gets out of his break, and they executed it perfectly right there to pick up that first.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Wants to fire on second down. Flushed out of the pocket. And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught behind the line. It's Hill. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. The Boilermakers will punt this one away. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. No fair catches here, looking for room. He couldn't find much running room there. Didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds. Opening play of the drive from the 39. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Here comes the heat. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down.
The bad news is it's incomplete, but the good news was the quarterback, I think, made the right decision that time, actually throwing it away. He's been burned a couple times early in this one with some picks in this game, and so that time, instead of trying to force the play and make something happen out of nothing, he just throws it away. The defense wins that down. You live to play another day. They'll leave it with him. And the defense holds firm. No
pick up at all on that play.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble. Looking to throw, it's Jean-Pierre. Fires to the middle. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete.
I want to give a shout out to the defense there on third down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback on third down. Really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. Coming out on first down with the play fake. That's caught. It's Green. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Takes the handoff. It's Hill. Past the first down marker and still running. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle. Nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Here's the handoff. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. If you like old school running games, this has been the game for you and a couple of guys who starred through the first 3 periods. As we start the fourth quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. After swapping ends of the field, they gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. To the ground to try to move the chains. Offenses gain momentum with third down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25.
And this offense does it again on third down. They have been so elite on third down all game long. That's the money down. All the coaches talk about it every single time we meet with them. They've been brilliant at it. They've built the lead, and they've got a good chance to finish this one out if they keep that up.
Caught in the backfield, it's Smith. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
I know a lot of people are going to look at that play and say, man, that was a bad play. Didn't gain any yards. But that could be the offense maybe setting something up. The play caller is going to remember that last play. He's going to remember how the defense reacted to it, made a quick tackle. They might pump that throw and then hit another player vertically down the field for an explosive play down the line. Just keep that in mind.
Ball's at the 24, a lot of confidence in their kicker from here, but they'd love to take it off of his foot and convert the first down. Dropping back, it's Bohannon. Under fire. He just throws it away, and I think the flag's going to be coming in. There it is. The Boilermakers decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. They punt it away on fourth down. Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. This offense is so deep in the hole, it looks like the end zone's at the end of the earth. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. There he goes. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
This offense is going to try and grind their way to a win now, and they're going to start force-feeding this guy the football, too. He's made a few plays earlier in this game, but now in the fourth quarter, it's about force-feeding him, getting some push up front, and just icing this thing.
And he fired a bullet in, but it's incomplete.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
And this defense came to play. They know about the high-profile QB. They rose to the challenge and dominated the competition today. They took care of business, and they made no doubt about who's the better football team.
The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Eastern Michigan will be forced to punt. And nobody able to field that punt as it rolls out of bounds. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for in a position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football. You preserve the lead. You got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Try to get it to the edge. Find some fresh air. Third down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35.
I think one of the biggest reasons why the scoreboard looks the way it does is this offense has been dominant on third down. They have found a way to stay on the field. They do it again here late, running the ball on third.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
And off from the shotgun. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and leading the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Back to throw, it's Bohannon. Fires to the wideout. On target to the left. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down.
Well, this guy's been a go-to guy for this offense all game long. We've seen that. And here on a critical 3rd down late in the game with the lead, guess who shows up with another big one? That guy.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16.
No mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you. Right into the teeth of the defense, and they're still able to get a nice game.
The Boilermakers can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Handoff to the lone back. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
Everything going the offense's way. They're trying to ice this game late. They've got a really nice lead, so you just want to run the ball, high percentage throws, and keep the chains moving, and they're doing that. This has been a beautiful drive to watch. Offense continues to stay in a nice rhythm here late.
Motion from the wideout. They're going to go right back to him on first down. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Operating in the red zone here on second down. The give to the back. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on second down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up third and long, and now you're set up to fail.
They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it, first and goal.
Well, they needed 2 yards to get that first down. That's exactly what they got. Great job of execution.
No secret about it. Just got to be physical, get a hat on a hat, low man wins, all the cliches to get that third down and short.
And the offense is content with where it is. They'll take a knee. Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation.